Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Big Wes, with more video game tips and tricks to keep you alive and well. So today we're gonna dive right into Red Dead Redemption, as it's the hottest game right now and everyone wants tips for it. That's where I come in. So if you're feeling generous, hit that like and subscribe button, or feel free to just sit back and waste 5 minutes on me. Okay, so this game doesn't tell you a lot, but we've narrowed it down to the 5 most important lacks of information, as this list could get hecka long if we didn't draw boundaries. So, here we go. 5 things Red Dead Redemption doesn't tell you. Who your father is. Now, I know this decision has gotten a lot of pushback from Rockstar fans who have been demanding an answer to this question for, well, their entire lives. Fans are even more upset because late last spring, Rockstar hinted that they may be finally getting this piece of information once completing the game. However, the game, as you know, was in development hell for 3 years, and while the team was working on stuff like physics and story, they started to realize that even the fictional character John Marston was a better dad than yours because he didn't abandon his family. The developers all agreed that they were way better off not knowing who this coward was and decided he should go to hell. So, sorry guys, no closure this time, but who knows what awaits us in GTA 6. Why you're so lonely. So this is a big one. I get a ton of messages from you guys saying you're gonna hurt or even kill me, which I totally respect, but you gotta understand my side of the story. I'm just reviewing games, and if you don't agree with my score, it doesn't mean you can hurl insults at me or find out where I live. I understand a lot of you live in an isolated room and have no real humans in your lives, but I can't change that. I'm just as lonely as you, and was really hoping this game would shed some light on why I can't make friends or why girls won't talk to me, but it doesn't. Unless Rockstar has some hidden Easter eggs of friendship that nobody has found yet, we're all gonna have to stay lonely for at least one more game. How to make a sourdough starter. We all remember 5 years ago when we were making sourdough starters, unless we were nurses, while the world was ending, don't we? Yeah. I never quite perfected my loaf and honestly never had the energy to learn the proper way to do it. Now I'm just back to buying Wonder Bread and eating loaves off my lap between 12-hour gaming sessions. But that famous leak that spread through the internet like wildfire sparked my interest again. You know the leak I'm talking about. The famed hacker Dick Spill somehow got his hands on the actual code from Red Dead 7 months before it was even released. The code told us many things about the game that were actually true, like you can use guns and ride horses, but the one that seems to have been false is the sourdough starter code, seen here. Maybe they removed it after Dick Spill made it famous. We'll never know. What we do know is you're most likely gonna have to wait until the next pandemic to perfect that nummy recipe. Where you left your phone. I have to admit, this is kind of a sore spot, as I lost my phone 2 weeks ago and still can't really afford a new one. I know this game takes place in 1911, but would it have killed them to at least hint where my phone ended up? Without my phone, do I even qualify as a person? I feel so out of the loop as I can only keep up with everything on my computer. This would be a bigger problem if I ever left my home, but you know what I'm saying. There was one scene where I swear John Marston said phone, but it ended up being bone. I gave up after 76 hours of straight gaming, so my suggestion for you is to do the same. All right, team, we're finally at number 1. The number 1 thing Red Dead Redemption doesn't tell you is the point of living. I know for myself personally that I've been endlessly searching for some friggin' clue as to why I'm here or what I'm supposed to be doing, but I never ever get close to an answer. Am I supposed to be playing this game? Am I playing it right? If my fans all want to murder me, is it something I did or is it part of a greater plan? All of this stuff is a huge question mark for me, and the only relief I get is when I play games like this that take my mind off of what it means to be human. I'm so sick of shaving, wiping my butt, driving. Like, am I supposed to do this forever? Why can't I be someone different when I look in the mirror? Why can't I be a different guy or girl and I could take a breather from being myself just for a day? I guess this is why I find this game so damn fulfilling, because I can do whatever I want and everything works out. I don't need sleep in this world. I seemingly own several horses and the scar on my face makes me look interesting. Well, it's better than nothing, but Rockstar better up their game next round, as this barely scratches the itch of ignoring my existence, and they owe me. They really ought to just get their heads out of their asses next time, as I may just jump on board with my fans and start sending death threats to random people to ease my pain. Alright friends, hope you enjoyed the video. This is Big Wes, and I'll see you in 1 hour for another entire video about another video game.